Hi, this is Jason Fierstein from Phoenix Men's Counseling, and I'm putting together this video series. I want to try to dispel the myths that men have about counseling. A lot of times men don't come into counseling even though they could really benefit, or they're struggling with things that they can't figure out on their own. We as men think that we can come up with the right solution or fix or help our relationship if we just think about the right solution. And sometimes it's that way of thinking that prevents us from actually getting the professional help that we need. So the first myth that I want to talk with you about is that therapy signals weakness. In our culture, men are not supposed to cry. Boys don't cry, and men don't seek out help. And I think that's the furthest thing from the truth. If there was a medical problem, or if if you were suffering and needed to seek out the attention of a doctor or a dentist for that matter, you probably would. I think maybe guys in the older generations might have let it go by and not really attended to it. But now we're so empowered with so much information uh, that we don't really have an excuse to not seek out help. And I think getting help for your problems, whether that's depression or I think it says more about your strength of character if you can seek out the help that you really need rather than not attending to it. Especially if you're in a struggling marriage, your wife or girlfriend would probably much rather you seek out the help that you needed rather than burying it and not dealing with it. And in fact, when we bury or avoid problems, as guys can traditionally do, the problems just fester and they grow worse. We push them down inside of ourselves and they just get worse. And the problems come out in cracks. They come out in other parts of our lives. And so coming in, sitting down with someone like me who's a professional to sort out those issues, to give you some clarity and some peace of mind, I think is really important. And it really does defy the sense that men are weak if they come in or if they start talking about their feelings or if they admit that they have a problem, because women, want to know that you're working on these things. They care about you, and so do the rest of the people in your lives. And so I think the stigma of therapy is a lot less than it used to be in past generations, and it's just so much more accessible. One of the things that I try to do is to keep myself available and accessible and really create an environment where you feel comfortable, where you want to come back and work on the issues that you're dealing with, not have to hide in shame anymore. So that myth about therapy signals weakness, I think there's a lot of ways to deal with that. I don't think that that's the truth. And coming in and working, in a couple of sessions might really help you to see that it really takes a strong man to come in and start working on those issues. So the myth that therapy signals weakness, I'm going to address that here today, and I hope that that has been helpful for you if you're on the fence about seeking out counseling with a professional counselor like me. So take care and talk soon. If you have any issues, you can email me or call me directly. The information's on my website. Bye now.